Hi, students. I'm making this video for you because a lot of you turned in a lot of academic journal articles for your research paper. And I'm really concerned because you need to do six sets of annotations or six reading logs by Wednesday on your six sources. And journal articles can be really long and complicated, and they have a lot of jargon. They have excellent information in them, but they are a lot to tackle in terms of reading. And so what I want to remind you of is how you can limit your search for a source to magazine articles and newspaper articles. Journalists who write for magazines and newspapers often read journal articles, and then they share the information in those journal articles in language that's much more accessible and in articles that are much shorter. And I think they would be easier for you to work with on this essay. So I'm going to just go through again with you how to limit your sources. So here I am on the Glendale Community College page, and I'm going right up here to where it says library. And I'm scrolling down. I'm going to show you how to do this in OneSearch, and then I'm going to show you how to do it in EBSCOhost. What I would do in OneSearch is I would go to articles, and let's do something like guaranteed income programs. Okay. Which is one of the suggested topics on the research on the assignment page. Okay, so I got 12,000 results. And a lot of them are journal articles, which again, really good information, really complicated um, language. Um, so I'm gonna let me open up one of these. And here I can see the journal it's in, the Journal of Regional Science, when it was published, what page numbers it was on, who wrote it, the authors. And then I can see the whole article, I think. Can I see all of this? Where full text availability, it's on EBSCOhost. So I can click there and I can see the whole text. Okay, so here's the whole article. Let's see, it's 23 pages. And you can read and annotate 23 pages. And it's definitely good information, but that's a lot of work. And we're doing this research paper in a month, so you don't have a lot of time. So what I'm going to suggest you do, instead of reading six articles like that, is when we do our search, we get our 12,000 results, but I'm going to suggest then you go over here to where it says resource type, and you just check newspaper articles. There's not, let's see, show more. There are no magazine articles that are listed unless it's this, but I think we should just limit to newspaper articles because there's been a lot written in newspapers about guaranteed income programs. And now I'm going to go over here to where it says apply filters, and I'm going to click. Now I have 6,000 results, so not so many. And here's a great article right at the top from the Los Angeles Times. A year after LA's basic income guaranteed program ended, participants tell of successes and lower stress levels. For some, challenges remain, as happy endings were not guaranteed. This is, let's see, let's look at this article. I don't think it's going to be 23 pages. It's going to have good information about one guaranteed income program. And it looks like it's about, 5 pages or something, and a lot more accessible. We can go back and we see a lot more newspaper articles, and these are going to be a lot easier to work with. So that's how you limit your search in OneSearch. So just to review, when I went to the library OneSearch page, I clicked here, articles. I put in, let's see, let's try gender wage gap. That was one of the other things you could write about. I did search. I got 10,000 results. I'm going to go over here to newspaper articles, and I'm going to click on newspaper articles, and I'm going to click on apply filters. Now I have 3,000 results, and they're much easier to read than journal articles. I want to show you one more thing. I want to go to the databases. Actually, I'm going to show you how to get into the databases from the main library page. So if you're in the main library page, you go to databases A to Z. A good one I often recommend is EBSCOhost. If I go into EBSCOhost, I'm going to put discrimination, and I don't know if this is going to work, but Los Angeles Fire Department. I don't know if this is going to work. Here, what's really important is that over here where it says select a field, I'm going to go to subject terms. And over here, I'm going to put subject terms too. Because I don't want just articles that mention Los Angeles Fire Department. I want articles that are actually about it. Let's see if we find anything. I'm not sure this is going to work, but let's see. Okay, so there's been all this stuff about discrimination. We only got two, but we got two about that issue. Now, if I go over here to source type, for some reason, it doesn't have newspaper articles. I'm going to go back. And I'm going to do another topic just so that we can see how it might work. So another topic we did was defensive pessimism. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to change this to subject terms. I'm going to do a search. And I still only got two. So I'm not sure why we're getting so much less in EBSCOhost. Maybe let's try it again. Now I got 228. Maybe it was because I hadn't accepted cookies. And over here, I can limit my search to magazine. Oh, just magazines. I got down to 14. And again, because these are not journal articles, they're much more accessible to read. So please, please, I beg of you, do a search that limits your sources to magazine and newspaper articles, because you have 6 reading logs or sets of annotations to turn in by Wednesday. And I'm afraid you're going to be tearing your hair out if you're dealing with 30-page journal articles with lots of jargon. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns.